Yeah. Get your calls in, gang. 03717 223344. Manchester City get over the line eventually. 2-0. It was that late goal is absolutely crucial. It puts a totally different slant on that second leg. And I said there in the opener, 1 foot and a couple of toes in the final. I think that's fair to go for Newcastle to go to Man City and come away with. They've got to score a minimum of 2, and I just can't see it. Listen, Newcastle fans, tell me different. 03717 223344. But the big talking point, and actually, it didn't turn out to affect the results, but it may turn out to have. They go 3-0. It is over in my mind.
Yeah, agreed.
But the offside. Give me your take, and I'll give you mine in a second.
Well, look, we were speaking about it at the time when we was watching in the green room, and straight away it was like. He scored again. Semenyo scored again. He's reeled off. Yeah. And then they showed the replay and they slowed it down. And straight away I was like, that's going to be given offside. Now, first and foremost, I don't want to see goals given offside for that. Now, the reason I say that is because, yes, he was offside. He's offside because, of course, it has to be 2 players behind, and that's normally the goalie and a player. Yeah. And Nick Pope was ahead of Erling Haaland, so he's offside. So the argument then is he interfering? Is he holding Malik Chow?
And then it becomes a subjective decision.
It does. And that's exactly what I've wrote down on my little notepad. Yeah. The one word I've wrote down is subjective. Yes. Can they allow a goal that is subjective? Yeah. Now, that's hence why he went over to the screen. Yeah. I think that should have been given. I think by the time they realised that Haaland...
He's holding Chow. Malik Chow, he's holding him, right?
But by the time they realised that, the ball's hit the net.
Yes.
So... he's not interfering because even if he wasn't there, Chow wouldn't have been out clear.
But surely that can't matter to the decision. He's holding him. Look, it's so harsh.
Yeah.
But I actually think if you're going to deep dive into it, and this is what Adrian was saying here, honestly, they're drawing lines, they're pausing. I think they've come to. It's not a terrible decision because he's in an offside position.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
He is.
So that is fact.
Yep.
You cannot argue with these in offside.
No, it's fact.
That's fact. And then if you are the referee and you go over there and you think, has he impacted on Malik Chow? If the answer to that is yes, you have to disallow the goal. It's harsh.
Do you think he's impacted him?
I think they've come to the right decision.
You think he was
I think,
offside,
yes.
right decision?
As harsh as it is, I think they've come to the right decision, yes. Now, if you're a Newcastle persuasion, you are going to say, it's a great decision. Yeah. He's offside. If you're Man City... you're going to say it's disgusting, it's terrible, right?
I think I actually see both. Of other fans will say it's disgusting.
Well, do you know what, right? And then, because look, I want to hear from all fans, but Man City and Newcastle in particular. But I would love to know from a neutral who has no dog in this fight what you actually think. Because of, in my opinion, once you have VAR and you look at that, and it's such a pivotal point of the game, he is an offside position. That is fact. Then you have to answer the question: has he impacted Malik Chow? I think the answer to that, again, is yes.
But Malik Chow hasn't complained that he's holding him.
No, but...
so the only reason they know that is because they've slowed it down. Once the ball's hit the net, that's when he's holding him.
But the referee's opinion is
what I'm saying is, if Haaland wasn't there, and you know that... again,
I don't know, actually, mate. I don't know if that's true.
If Haaland weren't there, it's in the net before Malik Chow can react.
I don't know if that's true.
You think he could defend that?
No, but Haaland is holding him. He can't actually get there. He goes behind Haaland.
Yeah, but he's holding him once the ball's past him.
No, I think that grappling's going on the whole time.
I think it should be given. You don't want to see goals disallowed like that.
Look, you don't, but...
And what? By the way, over about 5 minutes or more that took.
Yeah, well, it was so tight. It was so tight, that's why.
So give the goal.
It was so tight. But then he's in offside position. Then, and Adrian made a point there, we saw the 5 centimetre rule last week, week before. Where was that? Now... it's a fair question. It is. It's a fair question because the goal that was given for who was the 5
West Ham against West Ham, was it?
Is it Liverpool? It was. I'll tell you what it was. It was Florian Wirtz.
Yes, it was.
Florian Wirtz.
You're right.
That's what
You're right.
Listen,
one that looked offside but wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, if it takes 5 minutes, now I hate VAR. I think everyone does. If it takes that long, give the goal.
Yeah, but if you're Newcastle,
going on and on and on, zooming in to find.
They are. It's a fun thief. It is. It's a goal thief and a fun thief. But it's here to stay. Unfortunately, it's out. The genie's not going back in the bottle. Right? That is over now. But I'm guessing Newcastle fans will be up in arms. Noel Gallagher even messaged me saying, and I won't tell you what he said, because it'll get dumped. But look,
Go on, say it.
but I'm telling you now, if you're a Newcastle fan, you're saying, look, we want it. Man City fans are saying it's a disgrace. Let's go and speak to one of those that thinks it's a disgrace. Alan's a Man City fan. Al, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, matey. Congratulations.
Yeah, but do you know what? Me and I'm the Man City fan man on TikTok. He's got to give us a shout. But I was working tonight. I had to be down in Cardiff, so I was watching it on my phone. I was gutted I couldn't go to the game.
Right.
And I said to my son before, it was out of St James's 2-1, 1-0, 1-0. It's a good result. We'll turn them up. But the performance tonight, like I say, Semenyo's superb. But that goal, it's a goal for me. The goalkeeper's diving. He's gone. The goalkeeper's gone. I don't think the defender's going to stop it. And if he's taking 5 minutes to make a decision, that's ridiculous.
I think
it is. I can't disagree with you.
Obvious.
I can't disagree. But he is in an offside position.
I mean, Alan's used the word "think" there. I don't think the defender would get there.
Yeah,
so that term right there is subjective. Yes, so that is why they've disallowed it. I agree with Alan. I think it's taken too long. It should be given as a goal.
100%.
But to say I don't think the defender would have cleared it.
Yep.
How can they give the goal?
From the referee's opinion, he's of the opinion that he has impeded him, and he's had an impact on that goal. And do you know what? I can see it. I get it. I don't think it's a howler. I honestly don't think so.
It's not the worst we've seen. It's not the worst we've seen.
Al, thanks for the call. Let's go speak to Nicky, who's a Man City fan. Nicky, good evening.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, mate.
Hello, matey. Congratulations.
Thank you. Happy New Year as well.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year. Still set.
Yeah, it's just I'm just so annoyed with that situation because, like you just mentioned, the Vert situation, man. Come on. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe that they're giving disallowing goals for that. Really and truly. Come on, man. That's crazy to me. That it just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That was madness.
I know, but let me ask you this, Nick. Right? Champions League final, same situation. Right? Barcelona. Right?
Yeah.
They score a goal like that against you.
I'd be fuming.
What are you saying?
You know what I mean? I'd be upset with it, but you know what? I'd be still the same and think, you know what? It's a goal. I would still.
So
I'm a neutral fan like that.
Right? No, but hold on. Man City are playing Barcelona in the final here, right? And that's a last-minute winner. Are you saying fair enough, or are you saying I want it?
Yeah, but you know what? I'd still accept it because, but I wouldn't allow let the 5 minute situation happen. But I'm one of them fans that, you know what? If it's the decision's made. But at the same time, to do that over such a slight little thing like that, it's crazy for me. Like, football is getting destroyed because of it.
Well, that's a different argument. I agree with that.
The 5 minute thing, Jason.
No, it's painful. It is painful.
Too long. They need to come up with something.
Way too long.
They need to come up with something. Like the time, how long that takes. If it's over 2 minutes, you give the goal, or you give the offside. Whatever decision on the field, you give the on-field decision. It's too long. It sucks the life out of the game.
Yeah, it's killing it for the fans as well, and everyone just stood there, just waiting around. It's like, it's madness. So just don't get me wrong. I love VAR because you know what I mean. Because a lot of controversy happened in a lot of games that we played over the years and stuff. So I understand it. It's here to stay, like Cundy said. So there's nothing we have to accept it and go on with it. But to take 5 minutes over a decision that was so. Even like you just said, Darren, like you couldn't even tell if he was offside. I mean, if his foot was in the way or whatever, because the line, you can't put a line across that. There's just no way you could draw the line to say that was this and that was that. It's crazy. And like you were saying as well, Darren, I'm sorry, but there's no way Charles getting that. There's no way.
I know, but I don't. You can't say that. You can't say no way.
So quick.
No, you can't say no way.
Come on, Cundy. You played football.
No,
you know that things happen so quickly.
No, you can't say no way. That's one word you cannot use.
Like, he didn't complain.
Well, all right, it's subjective.
Malik Chow didn't complain.
No, because he didn't think he was offside.
Yeah, but
it's not foul.
Fouled.
It's not foul.
He's thinking it's a goal.
No, we're all thinking it's a goal, but it's not a foul. What Haaland's? The only thing Haaland's been unfortunate doing is that his butt cheek is half an inch offside, right? But it's definitely not a foul. Listen, appreciate the call, Nick. You've got one foot in the final.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go and speak to Gaz, who's a Man United fan. All right, Gaz.
Hey, Gaz.
Man United fan.
Man City.
And sorry, matey.
Start again.
Do you know what? Sorry, that's been dumped. Do you know what? Gaz, that didn't go out. It got dumped. Let's go and speak to Gaz, a Man City fan.
Hey, Gaz.
Hey, mate. Yeah.
All right, matey.
Congratulations, you're through.
Do you know what? I should be happy, but do you know what? I'm fuming. Do you know what? The game's gone. I know where you're coming from, like, was a foul, one foul out. Do you know when he was looking at that VAR? Do you know how much they zoomed in?
Yeah.
It was pixelated.
Yeah.
They zoomed in that much.
Yep.
Now, I'm not being funny. That to me was a perfectly good goal.
Yeah, and I hear you.
Remember when we played Newcastle in the league in November?
Mm.
I'm sorry, I've got a call. But when we played Newcastle in November, I think All scored, and he fouled. He was offside, and the goal was given.
Mm.
I remember,
now,
it, believe you.
Do you know what? It's really. I should be happy because after last season, I didn't have much to cheer about. We're halfway there to Wembley now, but it's really just like the game's gone. That's the worst VAR decision ever for me. I'm not saying it because
was you at the game, Gaz, or was you watching it on telly?
I watched it on the telly.
See, when you see it on the telly and they slowed it down, did you think they're going to disallow this?
Well, when it was taking that long for VAR,
they're finding something, aren't they?
Yeah. The commentator was even saying, "Look how close to getting to it now," because we're zooming in that much.
Yep.
It was. If it was offside, it was by a millimetre of the back of it, Alan's ankle.
No, but do you know what? Right, here's what you've got to do. You don't take it off. You take it off Nick Pope.
Yeah.
You don't take it off Malik Chow. He's actually quite some way offside. But the image you're looking at, so two players have to be between the ball and the man. All right? Normally it's the goalkeeper. Only one player, because they were so tight together, you take Nick Pope is the last mark, you take it off, not Malik Chow.
They did zoom in so much, you couldn't even see Nick Pope's arms, elbows, head, back.
You could see Nick Pope.
You could see his feet because he was jumped. You couldn't see anything else. It was so pixelated. I think he's offside. I do agree with that.
He's offside. That you can't argue with.
I don't think he's interfering enough to give.
Well, that's it. That's the reason it's disallowed. Being offside is not an offence.
Yeah.
Only when you are then interfering.
Yeah.
And that's where the subjective opinion comes in.
Yep.
And I get it. I understand why every Man City fan is fuming, because I probably would be as well. But as a neutral, as harsh as
Newcastle. We need to hear off Newcastle if they're thinking it's the right decision.
Newcastle fans, where they gone?
Is there any Newcastle fans that believe that's still the wrong decision?
Well, look, they're going. It's like anything else. You get your hat on, don't you? We're all. We have our tinted glasses depending on who we support, right? And I understand the City fans, but I would also understand Newcastle fans saying, "But he is offside, and actually he is holding Malik Chow." All of that is true.
That would have been given at the Etihad.
Ooh.
That'd have been given at the Etihad.
Oh, wow. What are you saying? Big club bias?
100%.
Is that Newcastle a big club? Is that what you're saying?